Get the right cameras, get the right microphone, log in and actually get
Well,
here.
it's always the right microphone. It's the wrong like audio output.
Alrighty.
Although you're a little blown out.
Live radio. Yeah, I know. Something happened today. I don't know what the hell it was. I didn't have time to restart myself. Right on the sit.
No.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure.
I got a question. Where is our motley crew?
You know, well, it's a weird day today, but today...
Is it all because your mic is messed up again?
For the record, it is Tuesday, April 24th, 2018 here in Shroud Avatar. Get that on the record. I don't know. I seem to be a little loud and blown out today. I don't know what that was. Levels look good.
Your name is Technical Difficulties, so...
Yeah, I mean, levels all look pretty good. So from you folks out there, tell me how it sounds, what's different, how it's sounding to you guys. It may just be one of them Discord things that happens when I start up all this crazy stuff that we call a show, because it messes with all my settings, you know.
Econdas is saying that he can't get into Al's head.
Yeah, well, we know that.
For you, until you get over to my channel, then you'll be like, and Laz is blown out. What did he do?
Well, again, it's always seems to be you hear the difficulties, but nobody out there does. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, for 2 weeks, you told us it was our problem that everybody was echoing. Then I went and listened to your stream, and I said, "No, that's your problem, you bastard."
Hey man,
anyway.
Windows updates.
Yeah, I know, and those are the worst, man. But yeah, I'm sitting here, you know, 12:15 today, 12:30.
wait. I was in Zoom that entire time.
Yeah, and I'm going. There isn't a single person on the lot. There isn't a single person in chat. There, yeah. But you know what? I smile to myself and I says, it's like Benny Hill, right before the set, everybody comes in. We got a room full of people. People are showing up on set, and the magic happens.
Yeah,
it's just the way it works.
It's the way it happens.
Including you just getting into your seat 30 seconds before the screen goes live. Yeah, but
no, it was after I clicked go live. But at the same time, I had to restart my game because after the show, I actually changed my audio output to my speakers instead of through my headphones. So that way I can do other things and like hear it while I'm like.
Well, that's what you need to be using Voice Meter for. So you just click a button.
Remember, I was using virtual audio cables for the longest time, but then I had my speakers inside of like the garage inside of a plastic tub. So it's like I disabled that, and then I haven't re-enabled the stuff and reset it up. So it's like,
well, the new Voice Meter Banana.
But then I need to go shopping for.
Really sweet.
I need to go shopping for my new computer setup, but I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to go with a Ryzen processor or that Intel 8700K processor.
You know, as I've heard a little bit about the Ryzen, some good, some bad. You know, some people again. We're into a new world. You know, the old Intel AMD debate is out, except with the new generation of chips out there. And
I know it's like choices. Well, especially with like the streaming and everything else. I mean, that's where it needs to be multi-threaded. And it's like I'm still debating.
Well, that's just processor and graphics power. You know that.
Hey, man,
standard i5, i7 will do you wonders when you're just streaming. But
then the other thing is like, how much do I want to spend on my build?
Is I know because I was exactly in your shoes about 3 years ago when I got my windfall, and I tell you what, I was gonna get 632s in the rack. I was gonna get a $5,000 box, and I said, you know what? I'll never push a box like that to its limits, no matter how hard I try. No. So you know what I'm saying. So I had to get, I had to let the better part of me take over and go. Let's design the machine for what it's going to be used for. But you need to get some lighting, and you need to get like a real stand, or like paint the wall in your trailer green so we don't have to worry about it.
There's no spot in the trailer for that. Okay, I can sleep 10 in my trailer, but
there's no place to set up a streaming setup.
I mean, no. And unless I like rip out some beds, and then I could do weird things.
Hey man, nobody needs to sleep in there besides you and whoever you decide to have join you, so don't worry about it. The rest of that space is irrelevant.
I'm trying to invite other people to come sleep with me, but
well, you got to stop inviting, Led Zepp and me and Ezekiel Cooper, because
there were other people that were invited that are much more attractive than you lot. I mean, so.
Well, what's a damn problem?
Oh, it's Jack.
Well, Zeke, you need longer hair, bigger boobs, and I don't know if I can convince myself that thing between your legs is just a very large clit. So that's the damn problem. But
you asked, Zeke.
Yeah, you asked, man. You asked.
Thank you for coming to my rescue, baby.
Yeah. So, did you log in yesterday on the QA server?
I did. We did hit the QA server, and there's been all sorts of interesting topics, controversy, blah blah. I mean, again, one of these things that just makes me laugh so hard.
The funny thing is, I logged on a few minutes late because I was driving across town and whatnot, and as soon as I got in, it's like, why are there only 2 devs here? I only saw Lum and
I saw Lum and I think it was Darkstar when I first got there, and then Lum disappeared.
Yeah, there were actually multiple instances. So
3 instances from what we were told, and let's get that post up on screen for everybody, because Star posted a little thank you note to all you folks out there, all 350 of them.
Gotta go find that again.
Scroll up. It's there.
I don't want to scroll up. I want to look for it in the forums, unfortunately.
Yeah, you wanna. You're a sucker for punishment.
I'm a glutton for punishment, man. I'm a glutton for punishment. Let's see if I can find something on the forums. Can I find something on the forums? And yes, I can.
It's in announcements.
Shh. Shut your pie hole. Thanks for the incredible turnout that they had for the stress test on the QA. There will be double XP, adventuring, and quest. I don't know about crafting for week 1 of Release 53. I think instead of quests, he meant crafting. What do you think?
I think it was crafting, but it's gonna be quests.
So he does say that they had to increase their server license on the QA server. There were so many people, 330 plus at one point, and 3 separate instances. No option to choose between what instance you want to be in, though. And they also found and fixed the AoE issue that has been troubling everyone for so long. casting
And
illusion
no
illuminations.
apologies to you folks who didn't follow instructions and got yourselves banned for the day. Because I hear there were a handful of people who just weren't listening, and they booted their asses. So.
I am sorry to say, but it's like in my instance, there was so much damage being output that red line, as it flashed through the scroll, it's like you could have easily missed it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You mean there was actually people there streaming after being told not to?
No, they weren't streaming. I mean, I was talking about the combat log stream.
Yeah, the actual log. I mean, there was so much
that
going on.
chat log is rather.
It was
annoying.
rather busy. I went and just watched the festivities. I went up to the Queen of Chaos, shot up to the bow, and went out on the mast there and just sat my happy ass down and watched everything going on. Which,
that's right.
Of course, there's a post I put in there in chat this morning.
Yes, there is. I saw that one as well. But
you want to chat about that, because it's sort of it is on this topic, but that's.
Well, I was going to say that finding that one AOE bug that was slowing things down isn't really going to improve performance that much when you have over 100 people in the scene. It really isn't. Because I was getting like 3 to 5 frames per second, and you can't blame that on golden showers.
Again, unless it's an event like this, or maybe one of the charity events for the Airy Fund, I've never seen a regular dance party get over 20, 30 people. Maybe 40 on a good day.
You have to think long term. It's one where that is based off of the pre-release information, and as they start the marketing and bringing in new people, that's going to start increasing the number of people that show up in town, not just for the dance parties.
Oh, absolutely.
And so when you start thinking, it's like, okay, what is everything that's generating all this line lag and everything else? It's going to come back, I think, to LODs.
Quite possibly, but again, I don't ever see, even, I mean, that's why we're a sandbox, that's why we're instance. We know the instances were built to hold X amount of people to begin with.
Well,
I would like to see, an easier way to match instances, so when you get mismatched, you can just click and go join the instance with your friends.
You know what? That's what I loved in DDO. It's like people will bitch about DDO and the fact that you had those instances, but there was that option at the top where it actually had the multiple instances, and where you could do that drop-down list and change your instance quickly.
It would just let you know,
so that way you can actually meet up with people.
But hopefully it's on the wish. I know it's on the wish list, so hopefully that'll be something we'll get coming soon. But somebody posted here, Fungus was his name, to the devs. RERX launch events.
Release blank.
Yeah, well, I originally thought he had, he was asterisk it because it was a cuss, but then I realized what it was. It was just launch events in general. And his complaint, like my complaint, is, I really
gaming
don't.
For a purpose?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to attend the event, I don't want to just sit there and do slash dance and stand there and blatantly watch the screen for 2 hours while there's idle chatter going on. I've got better things to be doing with my time. And as do many other people. Yeah, Netflix and chill, brother. You got
to Netflix and chill with yourself.
Got to get that out of the way at least twice a day.
Just twice?
I said at least. Come on, you're not listening again. You're gonna have to talk after the show.
Do I ever? do I ever listen?
No.
Do you ever listen?
Huh?
Do you ever listen?
Huh? Yes.
Exactly. So yeah. Fungus does have the request for release whatever launch events, and to do something with a purpose.
How about a quest? How about go kill 3 trolls or
yes. Is it possible to have an event for the community that's meaningful in a different manner? And so that would be GM-led events in the game. That takes time and it takes design periods. That is something I expect. Well, I expect that to be happening a little bit later as the devs have a little bit more free time. It's like they can plan out those events and what they're going to do, whether or not it fits within the game narrative or not, or if they're just like one-off events. And so that way you could end up with, say, the GM-controlled dragon or something absolutely silly. And
I don't think they've actually programmed that in yet, where they can actually take
50,000 hit points or something like that, ransack a town, do all kinds of other things. So it is something that I expect to be happening more in the future. Right now, as much as I'd love to say it's, I would love to see it, I don't think the devs actually have the time to do it right now.
Well, that's an understandable point from the point of, again, actual developer time. And again,
dev time.
We don't have GMs running around answering questions around here. We have hospitalers. And while you do see every day these guys hanging out on the lot, you know what these guys are doing? They're using their lunch break. They are actually at their desks having lunch and enjoying lunch with Laz and Jack while they're at the offices. So it's not like they're taking their actual clocked-in time to sit here and play music and join in the show every day. I mean, Lord British, when he stops by, well, nobody's going to tell him what he can do with his day, but these guys are on their lunch break. And we appreciate you spending your lunch break with us. That's right. Lunch of Champions. He's eating cookies. I love him. It would be really great if he had a growler sitting right next to him while he was eating those cookies, which is quite possible down there at lunchtime.
Well, it's a good thing that he's not eating brownies. Then he might develop the munchies.
Oh, yes. But
don't know what would happen there. But so dev curated quests and dev controlled like storyline stuff, I expect to be coming a little bit later. I don't know if it will be like 2-3 months down the road. It might be a little longer than that. But it's one where you know what, it will come eventually. I mean, the devs have a very tight schedule. There are not official GMs. The devs that come in and do things are either going to be like QA staff, or like List is a world builder who also enjoys the music system and playing the game.
And he does play quite a bit in his off hours when he's home afterwards.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You find him in Sultan quite a lot late night. Sometimes he may still actually be at the office.
List has the request, stop asking me to fix your shit unless you want a tree painted on it or a waterfall through it. So remember, it's like,
no, what I want is I want you to paint a tunnel on the wall like you used to do in the old Roadrunner cartoons.
Wile E. Coyote
style. That's right.
But so it's like you do have to remember, it's like a lot of the devs that you do see in game, they're actually using their free time in order to actually play and play test and help out with things. And normally you going through and actually writing up the JIRA gets it to the proper staff faster than saying, hey, List, can you do this for me? Because List may not know what the hell's going on.
List, I need some music. I need it in 12 parts.
Yeah. So
actually, you have a better chance of getting that done than.
And
moving right along.
I don't know, where are you moving to?
I don't know. We got, of course, release notes. We've got stand up. We haven't seen anything from the Dippy Bird in a couple days, but I'm sure he's hard at work.
We've got stand-up corner.
Nerfing some skills on you people, because that's all he ever does to y'all.
Well, I wouldn't call it nerfing. I would call it balance.
He's fixing it.
Shroud math. That's what he's doing. Shroud math.
Oh, look at this. You see what's going on over here? I'm telling you, I love this shit. Yeah.
What is going on? What are you talking about?
We got the bagpipe brigade going on here. Look, all synced up and frost pipes and everything.
Yeah. Well, except for one outlier. The energy vortex is the outlier.
Hey,
there.
He's wearing official garb. I think,
Okay, we'll cut him some slack because he's properly dressed.
And I think Duke is mesmerized by all that manliness being shown, all that naked flesh.
All those kilts. Well, don't forget there are 2 female characters and there are 2 males, so you cannot forget Marguerite in List, the female characters, and Marguerite is female in real life.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You got to meet Marguerite at the launch party. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, we did.
And of course, always a pleasure to meet other avatars. But where are we going? Going to go stand up? We want to go cover some release notes?
Let's go straight to release notes. Yeah.
Because really, we only got today and tomorrow. Well, that's not true. We'll be covering them all week because that's what we do. Now, another topic out there was, of course, we have some people who had those slow connections, and unfortunately, I don't know what to say to them. They're like, I hope the double experience starts after they write all the patches. Well, we release on Thursday. Nope. We patch through Monday most times. You got to deal with that. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Can't help the internet.
You get to deal with it.
Yeah. There are 2 solutions, though. The guys and gals always out there tell you can download via torrent, which may be faster for you. There's the torrent link. And, of course, you can always try the Steam download. But lately, I haven't heard much. What have your tests shown? Have you done a download of the regular client lately?
No, I haven't downloaded the regular client lately. Here, I could start it right now. Let's see what it does to my internet connection. Downloading patch. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on.
All right, now.
I need to change screens so that way it actually displays. Dun, 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 dun. I'm updating the patcher right now, so.
So before we get into the release notes, I keep forgetting that I got a promo we got to run. Storm's Pets has supplied us with more giveaways to give away, and since we had a short week last week, I didn't think we should be doing it last week, so why don't we do it this week? Of course, I'll tell you what, go ahead, for anybody out there throughout today and throughout the rest of the week, anybody tweeting to NBNN, I love Storm's Pets, and hashtag LBSOTA and at NBNN will be eligible for a pet prize from Storm's Pets. I'll pick one a day throughout the week, and you'll get a choice from the goodie bag. We've got everything from the old duck to obsidian pets and horses, all sorts of stuff.
All the pets I cannot control.
Oh, well,
excellent.
You can control a
Thank
duck. You can control a horse.
Yeah, I don't have any. Okay, I can control a duck because I have 0 time.
Want to buy a duck? I'm selling one on my vendor.
Are you selling one on Shroud Marketplace?
I can do that. I actually have a stockpile now.
You should do that and say, want to buy a duck, and then just that's your description, and then you have the duck.
I know what I gotta do. Yeah. I gotta go. I gotta get the screenshot out of the original Ultima. Put that up as the you want to buy a duck.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do. But meanwhile, Release 53 draft post has been on screen here while we chit chat about that.
Well,
don't forget.
And I'm currently downloading at like 11, 12 megs a second from the normal patcher.
That's not too bad.
And at the same time uploading at 5 megs. So yeah. Okay, so we do have the release 53 notes here. I'll even put this.
Yes, and again, don't forget, these are the early release notes. This is a very rough draft that Dark Star puts out there, the working draft. And while it's here now, it may not be there on Thursday if we say it today, so just be aware of that.
Absolutely. Work in progress. So we do have stuff going on. I'm dropping down to story.
Yes, that's
under the release 53.
Yep.
They are going to continue adding side quests and polish to the paths of truth, love, and courage, and continue to add and update maps for the in-game map system. They are also adding Becker NPC conversations to Northwood and Brittany Wharfs. Finally, the scenes Tenebrous Harbor, East March Town, and Penmoir Island will be rebuilt from scratch. Penmoir.
I don't know why I like that.
Yeah. So you've got those 3 scene rebuilds. Those are going to be coming in. East March is a village in the southeast coast of Drockveld near Vauban Pass. Don't forget there is the song by YOLO, which is the Baron of East March. It was written about a Baron of this town before the keep fell into ruin following repeated attacks by the undead. There is a bard who lives there who still sings the song Baron of Eastmarch and supposedly has copies of the sheet music. In recent times, locals have been strangled. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. Yep. Lots of player lots, merchants, and scene exits have... As with other town rebuilds, the locations of player lots, merchants, and scene exits have not been changed.
Have not been changed.
And that's the hard part about the rebuilding, is they can't change those things. Penmoir Island is Tier 4 island in the Bay of Storms. That is a haven for plunderers. I hate to use that term. Why not call them pirates? But a recent shipwreck nearby threatens the inhabitants with
No, man. It's racial profiling calling them pirates, man. I'm offended
pirates?
by that.
I mean, there's all kinds of pirates, man. Now the real question is, why do we have 2 different songs going on right now?
I'm watching, and I've had to pull the camera out to watch this fiasco that's going on again. Don't forget, you too, come join the wild hijinks and shenanigans that we call the NBNN lot here every day of the week.
Battle of the bands.
Yeah. I yearn for the simpler days where we just have the band on the wall behind us and they would just play what we told them to. Now it's just like we have no control over this.
Play Stones.
Yeah, play Stones.
Okay, so going back to that, we do have Tenebrous Harbor as well. Side quests, we do have lots of those. You have 3 different songs. Is murder. Side quest, you be the judge. You are asked to be the judge in Blood Bay. Don't forget. It is a PvP town. Since the previous judge met an untimely demise, speak to Mayor Hinckley in town to get the scoop. However, not all is as it first seems. A mysterious individual simply called the Orator makes the player an offer they can potentially refuse, but maybe should think very carefully about.
You an offer you can potentially refuse.
But if you do pass judgment, you will be rewarded with the judge's wig. Wearable. The Lucky Nugget quest.
Yeehaw, Zeke.
Yes, that is going to be
the
old prospector dance.
The old prospector dance. Zeke's favorite.
Yep, that's going to be out in Tenebrous Harbor from Zan. Zan may not be around forever, so if you want that quest, you do need to get it quickly. The Spurred Bounty out in somewhere. After you've turned in at least 1 bounty slip to a bounty master, offer to help them and be tasked with your own bounty hunting job.
Yeah, I wanna find out how that's working, because ever since the Queen of Chaos, I've been wanting to go bounty hunting, but they don't do nothing. So,
well, maybe they fixed it.
We're gonna find out here in a couple days.
Do you want to buy a duck?
I do.
Do you want a precious wood duck?
I want to sell a duck. Hold on.
Okay. Laura Strong, a retired merchant and insatiable duck enthusiast that can be found in random plains encounters, wishes to update his flock of pet mallards to include a cuddly wood duck. He commissioned an old chap named Retcliffe to find him the best example of the duck, but he has not heard from the fellow in over a week. It sounds like my belt for that I ordered from a friend that took almost a year to make its way.
Make it home.
Yeah. Naturally, Lars will ask the player to track him down and retrieve his new beloved wood duck. Hopefully, there's no miscommunication between Lars and Retcliffe, but you never know.
March of the Wooden Soldiers comes to mind.
I don't know. The Catalyst of Hate,
or as
side
it's
quest.
more popularly known as Babes in Toyland.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Catalyst of Hate. The scouts within hill sieges and forest sieges have a new priority, which is to take away the alchemical catalyst used by siege engineers to trigger their catapults. Bring the alchemical catalyst to the scouts for a reward in this repeatable quest.
Repeatable.
Yeah. Pain and suffering. Ooh.
We need a
Lunch with Laz and Jack on repeat.
We need a revolt. You cannot change the name of Chilblain's Compendium of Pain and Suffering. Actually, they went ahead and did it.
You can't. Who's going to change the name of Chilblains?
They did. It's
they
now
it
the Compendium of Pain and Suffering. Yes.
Oh, come on. What the heck?
We need a revolt. That's bullshit.
It is Chilblains. I mean, Chilblain hasn't worked for Port in 3 years or so, but still, he's the original designer of.
If you're gonna do that, then Fire Lotus Taverns, Hearts of Britannia's, these people, no, you don't mess with shit like that, man. You don't mess with shit
like Marguerite just said, chili beans forever. Come on now.
That's right. Yeah, they need to keep the name Chilblains, and they need to recognize that he was the one that originally did it. He was the original designer of the Compendium of Pain and Suffering, even though it has been updated and the newest edition of Chilblains. Inside its mystical dimension, the mysterious narrator will challenge you.
And then while they're at it, can we also, let's just have a contest to call the live stream whatever it's going to be called, because that name has changed 5 times in the last 6 months, for crying out loud. Yeah. Anyway.
Yep.
Get out there and complain about Chilblain's rename. Maybe we can get him to keep it.
Yeah, Chilblains is Chilblains, or as Marguerite calls it, the Chili Beans.
Chili Beans.
Chili Beans.
Chili Beans forever.
And quests without typos would be fun too. That is an excellent point, Condis.
Would be.
And quests with, wait for it, a reward. Yes. Okay, so then the Virtue Armor quest might actually do something now again and have correct material bonuses. The Assless Chaps of Love will have some sort of bonus.
Of Love.
Don't know what it's going to be?
Yeah, not yet. We'll figure it out.
Yep. Defeat the Kabbalists. The devotional caretakers need your help. I think that was the entire point of going into sieges. Talk to each caretaker and mention the name of a Kabbalist that hates their patron virtue.
We got one going now.
We'll ask you to eliminate that Kabbalist, while the caretakers in Resolute, Airy, and Ardoris will ask you to eliminate 4 of them. I'm confused.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Is Demig's battle camp finally where it's supposed to be? Have we figured that out?
I don't know. I don't know. Then we got
a bagpipe train going on. Come on.
Are y'all following each other? Are y'all doing this right?
I don't know, but I'm almost done patching up to 749. What patch number are we on right now?
It's a good question. What patch number are we on?
Yeah, see, and that train is trying to hit the limits of the audio source as they circle the lot.
We are on 760.
What patch number are we on?
760. And yes, for those of you folks who want to know how to find out what patch you're on, hit the escape key, go down to multiplayer, and your patch number is in the lower corner down there.
That's why I can't hear them.
Yes, you're not freaking out.
Yep. So, yeah.
Either that or they broke it, one of the two, because Econdas and Margarita's still marching, so I don't know.
They're marching in circles, random circles, and then Gix is marching across the screen. I don't know where this train is going.
It's a train.
Who is pulling this train? Who is pulling this train?
Who's pulling your chain? What? Who's pulling a train?
What? I don't know.
Okay, moving right along. Where were we?
Moving to? Scene polish?
Scene polish. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, scene polish. You've got Northwood NPCs being, if you have that Kickstarter reward, those NPCs should be going in, as well as Brittany Wharf's High Vale Return. Their update. Lum is fixing some spelling mistakes. The Compendium of Pain and Suffering is still Chillblains. The Dimig Battle Camp might be fixed. Might be. We'll see. Yennefer, Skitter the Fawn now gives a Blackblade pass key.
The way he's supposed to.
Yeah, the way he's supposed to.
Okay, so the fawns that you're not supposed to kill are the ones that are holding the keys so you can get to the next level. Is that my understanding? Am I getting that right now?
Hey, man. Yeah. There is no understanding with anybody. They removed some underlining in the keywords and MIDI sentences so players would not feel obliged to talk to every single person about every single fact.
Talk to everybody about everything. Don't listen to them.
It's name, job, help, rumors.
Goodbye.
And then free porn and what else? Yeah. And then North Shatter Kills, they did weird things. You get the blessing of elemental tolerance if you complete the puzzle, which is a plus 20 resistance and a minus 20 or minus 10 attunement to earth, fire, and water and air. So plus 20 and minus 10 attunement. It's not that bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
For completing a puzzle. Out in South Midmere Way, the Blessing of Agility adds 30 dex with minus 10 strength for completing that puzzle. Brittany Sewers, they added the Blessing of Magic Tolerance, which is plus 20 resistance and minus 10 attunement to Sun, Moon, Life, and Death. For completing the Wave Battle.
You know, I just had this really insane picture pop into my head. And the insane picture was the buff hunters running around to get all these buffs. And I just picture by the time they get from point A to point B to get one buff, the other buff is already gone, and they're just sitting there running from buff to buff.
That's why you teleport to your friends. That's why you teleport to your friends. And they probably last for an hour or something like that, or a game day.
It depends, I guess, on the time of them. We know that the...
it's got a...
The other ones last for 8 hours, a couple last for days.
Yeah, out in Quell Shardfall, the initial fire set by the Shardfall have burned out. The iconic burning windmill has burned down, finally. Out in Bloodblade, they increased the difficulty of... and Draugr says they last 3 game days, and you can have 2 of them. Out in Bloodblade, they've increased the enemies on the west side of the island, and they stack with town blessings. Oh, thanks, Draugr. The Oracle Colossus have been... Some of the ghosts have been upgraded from Tier 5 to Tier 8 because we don't want you to survive. Out in Far Hinterlands, they replaced spiders at the Spider Cave with Tier 6 versions and added a few Tier 10 spiders that will occasionally also spawn.
Don't pay attention to the
can you
things
still
that
sit on
say
top of that rock
tier
and just
5.
pluck them down?
You know, I tried a couple of things, and of course, we're supposed to have a superior advantage when you're above shooting down, but apparently that doesn't work for majory, and I don't understand why. Well, I can take a physical item and throw it down there, but I can't cast directly line of sight. That's bullshit.
I think they realized that there was all kind of elevation exploits, especially with rocks that mobs couldn't climb up because they can't jump from point to point. And so that created way too many safe zones, and they probably had to modify that. And if they can get that actually working again, that'd be good.
Again,
to me, there actually should be safe places to pick stuff off from, but they would actually have to change the mob behavior to where the mobs know to run away at some point in time.
Run away.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway, moving right along.
Yep.
Next.
Then we also have the hall, the Halls of Artifice. They added the original 3 locked door visuals and created custom visual effects for the Crusher.
More blood?
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I know. I'm mesmerized by what's going on. They're wandering. They're playing. They're stopping. They're not playing. So I'm trying to follow what's going on again.
I don't know. Now they're dancing, so it's even weirder.
I know. You just never know what the hell's happening around here.
Yeah. Let's see. Then after that, we do have out in Valhalla, they added 5 Norgard Thane NPCs and 2 Norgard nobles. Blah 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 blah. Siege's engineers no longer have hammers and will now properly use their ranged attacks. Yeah. It's gonna be weird.
Capron? Somebody say Capron?
Caprons, yes. Brittany Graveyard, they added a Prosta point of interest location for Helen's Tomb. And don't forget, that's where you get the quest for the craftable
Helen Gary earthen pottery. That's right.
That is correct. Then after that, we do have, I was going to see if I still have that quest in my log, but it is not displaying.
Yeah, I don't think I haven't gone there yet.
They added more
wisps. More wisps. I don't know. Do wisps actually work these days? I wish Biff were here.
They do weird things. They do weird things.
Well, they're supposed to take you to nodes and stuff like that, and do all sorts of really great debuffs. But last time I tried a wisp, it just sat there and glowed, did nothing.
They do weird things, man. They do weird things. Let's see. Then after that, we do have water ripples. They polish those so that way if you swim, you actually create a current and movement and do other weird things. Central Brittany also had some terrain visuals. East Longfall Wetland also had some weird things. The Novia Overworld, they improved the collision along the coast to the northeast and southeast of Northwood. New in-game maps, player town updates, scene fixes, performance.
Yes, I know Core is working on those maps. I know a lot of people are complaining. We know Linux still has its bug. And again, for those of you folks who, I'm not even going to get into it. That's a show in itself. So, let's get down. I guess we can stop at performance.
You want to do weird things?
Weird things? Like what kind of weird things?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot of weird things going on here in front of us. I can't figure it out today. They're just having their own fun out there. But yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, I mean, they're doing weird.
Well,
weird
Marguerite
things.
and Gix are hanging out with WRFB.rocks. He's hanging out, jamming on the radio there,
I mean,
and they decided to dance along with him and keep him company.
Yeah. And you know what? The way that Marguerite's wearing those clothes, it really does look like she should be doing the dance that she's doing. Because
look
at those heels. Look at the leather pants she's wearing with the half shirt. That is a great outfit.
Now, again, that half.
It's not
shirt,
the ass chaps of love, but I mean, the leather pants are good.
That half shirt is the drop from the Reaper.
I know.
And I tell you what, the girls have done incredible things with it. As you see, Marguerite's looking really sharp here, and she's got the matching red shoes to go with the top. And the other day, I told you the Deco Divas were playing Deco Police over in Sultan, and it was hysterical. They had blue tops like police officers and goggles that look like, they look like cops running around Sultan. It was funny as hell. But anyway. She says, thanks, I made the outfit for the dance. And absolutely, you nailed it, Marguerite. You absolutely nailed it. Yeah, the whole look is right there.
Yep.
Yeah, it was funny as hell, Candace. Because I'm sitting there restocking my vendor, and all of a sudden on screen I kept seeing text that came up that said, wee woo. Wee woo, and then I realized what they were doing. They were yelling out like a cop sign, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, and they were running around. One of them was yelling that, while the other one was sitting there citing people for bad deco habits. It was funny as stuff. It was funny. You had to be there. Speaking of the divas, I got to talk to those girls. I got them contracted for a hotel that's still waiting for some.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I know. But moving right along, of course, it is that time of the day. We'll be back with more release notes, more updates, and of course...
We don't want to talk about performance. We'll come back to performance.
Performance? They don't want to know about performance. They can wait till tomorrow to hear about that, or the shaders, or the other stuff that's in there. Memory footprints. Well, we'll cover all that good stuff tomorrow.
Yeah.
But right now, of course, again, got to remind you guys about that wonderful NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app. And for those of you scratching your heads out there wondering what today's tweet was, well, scan the QR code. You'll find out. But yes, the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app available out there on the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. You can go to nbnn.info, click on those links. They'll take you to the appropriate store, or you can just search for NBNN or Shroud of the Avatar on your handheld device, and it'll bring up your appropriate app for your appropriate store. Of course, you can check out the NBNN Daily Britannian. You can read the forums, you can browse the map, you can listen to the podcast, you can shop the marketplace, or, of course, you can browse the day's events happening in the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar Community Calendar, brought to you by Hometown Hero. For those of you guys looking to get some good vape juice from local Austin suppliers, Hometown Hero's the place to go. Use the promo code NBNN. You'll save 20% off your purchase at hometownhero.com. And I'm telling you, some great juice, all sorts of good stuff. Bottle designs done by local artists. 1% of sales sent off to help the vets, and the other 1%, another 1% to the artists locally there. So I support them. They've got a pretty good product. Otherwise, I wouldn't be hawking them. And I'd like to save you guys some money at the same time.
Yep. So don't forget that community calendar is on nbnn.info. Just click on the calendars button and you can get there. And remember that Les has meticulously aggregated all of the available
what are you reading
Google
down
public
there?
calendars.
You reading 50 Shades of Grey or something down there? You look awfully captivated looking down at your desk there.
I'm swiping left and right on things.
On Tinder? Oh, okay.
Maybe. Then after that, don't forget, if you have a Google Public Calendar and you want to
meet up,
have your calendar added and possibly read out by me, then you know what? Then you need to message that guy, news@nbnn.info, and eventually he'll do something with it. More than likely sit on it and be confused. But yes, you can also ask to add events to the Shroud community calendar as well. That calendar is all times on it are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time.
That's right. See everybody get nude right here on set.
Whenever we feel like it, you can always tune in your Ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia.
WRFB.
To listen to two idiots interpreting the news so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch. With us. That's right. 2 p.m. this afternoon, you need to join Sean Silverfoot in the town of Paxlair and join their Discord channel for the Paxlair Town Manager Hour and ask him all kinds of different random things about the Paxlair Borough of Towns if you're interested in anything Paxlair related. At 3 p.m., the EVL Euro Dungeon Crawl is going to meet on the overworld map outside of Owl's Head. If you want to join in, message Wintermute of Cough for more information. And then at 7 p.m., James Thunder is also going to be doing a dungeon run. And that's going to also start on. It's open to all, but it's going to message James Thunder for the Thunder dungeon run. At 7 p.m., if that's not your thing and you'd much rather go to Braemar and you want to go visit Chillblain's Compendium of Pain and Suffering.
Chili beans.
Compendium of Pain and Suffering. Join the Malhari and the Jade Dragons.
Marguerite, I love you. Chili beans. I just brings a smile to my face.
7 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7.
Hey,
and the final event of the evening is at 10 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia. And that is
RFB.
The Record Room.
Radio Free Britannia. That's right.
That's it. You know what time it is now?
I do. It's time for you to get a clock.
Oh, that too. But I've got one on my phone as I swipe left and right.
Yeah, but you're not looking at the clock. I know. I hope he's attractive.
Yeah.
That's right. Don't forget, you're tuned in to Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN.info.
43 and a grants administrator.
Does it say whether she's got a half dozen kids in tow, or is she going to leave them over? No. That's right. You're watching NBNN right here on NBNN.info, Twitch.tv/Genesis, Twitch.tv/NBNN News, watching and replays on YouTube, or checking us out on the radio. We thank you very much. If you want to become a supporter, you can go out to any of the aforementioned sites and use the donate links available right there. Or you can go out to patreon.com/NBNN and become a monthly supporter. And last but not least, if you guys are Amazon Prime members and you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you get a free sub every month to your favorite streamer. And you can use that sub to support them. So go ahead and go over to twitch.tv, follow the sub links, and it'll walk you through how to use those subs. Of course, we love you guys for using them. It don't cost you nothing and gives us a little extra help paying the bills to keep the doors open here. We do appreciate it. Of course, don't forget, become a supporter today and play for a cause. The airyfund.org, bringing you the latest community events and charitable events is what I meant to say. Right here inside Charity Avatar. Of course, Water.org's last Ripple Effect was a really great campaign. You guys were remarkable again. And stay tuned. We're going to keep you abreast of the latest updates and happenings as we get them, and we're ready to roll them out to you. Of course, tickets for SodaCon Austin 2018 are available. Oh, Jack bought his? Wow, I can't believe it. And he wasn't sitting,
I know.
He wasn't sitting there day of begging to buy a ticket at the door this year. I got to love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I know where I'm going to be staying. I guess I'm going to go crash with you for once.
You're going to be like, Jack, where's your trailer at?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, there's a rule, 2-minute rule inside of my trailer.
2-minute rule?
Unless you're a minor, in which case that rule is nullified for everybody.
But SodaCon, SodaCon Austin 2018 tickets are on sale. 11 VIP tickets left. So again, don't forget, if you want to get a personalized tour with Lord British, meet the devs up close and personal down at the offices, get a full history of all the video games and right up until Shroud of the Avatar. This is a tour for you, and of course it's great. You get the VIP tour, you get a VIP reception the day before, or was it the day of? I forget. Special seating at the play, special seating at the dinner, special seating all through the con. So VIP tickets, if you're interested, check them out. If you want cloaks, get those cloaks as well. If you're not going to attend, they're available, and those cloaks will be released after the con, folks. So you got plenty of time. You got a couple months yet still to get in on that good stuff. Hometown Hero, get your bottle today. Again, if you're looking to get some vape juice and want to save some money, go check out hometownhero.com. You'll save 20% when you mention NBNN when you check out. Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands. Check out Arius Coilmore out at Sparrow Fall, and you can get custom-made wood right from Arius. Scrota's Music Service, if you're looking for somebody to follow you around, play some music, give you them buffs. Scrota's for hire. Check them out on the marketplace. BMC.com, Britannian Mining Company. BMCGuild.com, actually. BMC wants you to be a member and be a prospector. You can come open up a shop out in Black Rock Cove. You can come shop Black Rock Cove. You can become a member of the Crazy Buffalo Britannian Mining Company and join us as we continue our hunt for all those ores out there in the world. Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region, right next to the town of Exeter, conveniently located to the Exeter and Elysium mines for your mining Jones. RelicsByReal.com. Want to get that swag? T-shirts, hats, patches, hoodies, drinkware, and much, much more. Check out RelicsByReal.com for all your licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag. And again, we're going to save you some money when you check out. Promo code, you guessed it, NBNN. Save 10% when you check out at Relics by Real. And then, of course, we always save the best for last. ShroudMarketplace.com, where it's easy for you to become your own boss, your own vendor, and sell your goods on Shroud Marketplace.
That's right. ShroudMarketplace.com. Place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related.
Indeed.
Anything and everything.
Made another
from accounts to game gold, score credit. You know it. If there's a vendor not selling it and you have it and you want to sell it, you can always register for an account, click on vendor registration, and you can start adding your stuff. What?
I said you'll be able to buy a duck later on today.
That's right. You're going to find a duck straight from Laz's shop later today.
Weddings and more.
Yeah, each vendor is responsible for setting their own prices and maintaining their own inventory. And you know what? As soon as that transaction is processed, boom, you get paid. You don't have to wait a week. You don't have to do anything else, and you're responsible for delivery.
Don't have to jump no hoops, nothing. Yeah. That's right.
And then from there, it's like, you know what? Great place. And advertising.
And you know, the support's really great too. You got a question, you get answers real quick.
That's good. Excellent. But then, unfortunately, like there was a question about like a Turkish player that wanted to buy something and PayPal's not accepted, and that's something that's being worked on as far as like receiving those credit cards. But that each vendor would actually have to support that one credit card platform, and so it becomes some hoops that other vendors would also have to register for things like a Stripe account or whatever. So we will see.
Hey, you two over there in the corner, tone it down over there. And you would have to have Laz there because you need lighting and you need multiple camera angles. So if you're going to do that in Jack's trailer, you need a crew, and I'll be more than happy to.
What are you going to do in my trailer?
You got to read chat, man. You're missing it all. But meanwhile, don't forget the shop, shroudmarketplace.com. For all your virtual goods. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's all sorts of stuff.
Shroudmarketplace.com. Register for an account. Go ahead and, if you want to start selling your stuff, go ahead and register as a vendor account. Start listing your items. Put it in a trunk, and you know what? When it sells, pull it out of that trunk and go deliver it. You know what? Easy and everything from anything from accounts to Game Gold all the way to services, just like Laz's wedding service.
That's right. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. If you're looking for those telethon bundles and you missed them, I've got them all bundled up right here, ready to go. If you're missing an ether vibration amplifier, you're missing that Oktoberfest dress that you just gotta have for the occasion, come see me out in Shroud Marketplace. We've got you covered. And of course, if you want to get hitched, I've got it all. Above ground weddings, underground weddings, lakeside, seaside, sunrise, sunset, you name it, we got you covered. Check out Weddings and More by Laz. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more.
Yep. And you know what time it is, Laz?
I do. It's time for those two to get a room because
we've got to thank the most important people around here.
I got an in right back there for you.
Thank you for hanging out with us on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on Radio Free Britannia.
You know
we couldn't do this without you guys.
Some of you is a wee bit
more
than
you guys.
others.
Yes, some of you we definitely love a little bit more.
Some of you is a lot more than others, and you know who you are.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. But anyway, that's right. We got to get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with the official release notes, if Star gets them out before noon for us. Otherwise, we'll be going with what we got and telling you what to expect on Thursday. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.